Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. I am your host Jackson, here to apologize, because this video is going to be a day late. I totally forgot that yesterday was Sunday, and that I needed to have a video ready for you guys, because I'm an idiot. So I apologize for that. You are going to be getting 2 videos today. You're going to be getting this, and then you're going to be getting the next installment of the Dawn Guard. I decided that, we wouldn't push that back a day. So you're going to get 2 videos today. Yay!
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust buildup in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
I love the relationship between Ada and Sam. They have a great relationship. Alright, so, last time we finished up stuff on, Roseway. We went back to the Groundbreaker. We bought that thing from, Gladys. And we also talked to Sublight for the very first time. We talked to Lydia? Starts with an L. It's something along those lines. So we can now safely go to Monarch. We could, of course, have gone to Monarch anyway, if we had gone to the Cascadia landing pad. It's just that there were a lot of dangerous creatures. But we didn't have to use the Stellar Bay landing pad if you did not want to. But I decided that we should probably start this video with something else. You see, we have yet to go to the good Dr.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Yes, the good Dr. Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
What a mess! What a mess!
Thank you, Sam. And there's something here that we want. Let's not take Felix. Let's take Parvati, because I like Parvati. I like Parvati best. I know that you aren't technically supposed to have favorites on your crew, but I like Parvati best. Okay, so this is Phineas's top secret orbital lab. I can't remember if there's anything good around here to just, take with us. I'm gonna do my best to take stuff with us, but,
hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Does this work?
Yes, it does.
Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud.
Oh, hey.
That's hands, Cap.
Take all of that. Thank you. Can I get in here? No, I can't. Okay. Sad face. There's a couple of really interesting, bits of lore to
I'm
check
just
out
securing
here.
my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Yes. There's a couple
Mind the
of...
mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Phineas, I am trying to talk. Please, shut up. Anyway, there are a couple pieces of really, interesting lore in here. And of course you can talk to Phineas. Aw, he has a welcome mat. That's so sweet. But, there's one particular reason why we are here. Hi, Phineas. And that is... this.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Yes, so, that is the science weapon that is hiding out in Phineas's lab. Also, what is this? Reminder, mop up melted pig. Got it. We need to mop up the melted pig. More scrap mechanicals. What's this? Messages. Hack. To someone Blythe. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate, Dirtside Terra 2, near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust them only about 32.7 or 33.7 at present. They're recovering a ship. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Yeah, I know, Phineas. I want to know all about your communications. Oh, what's that down there? Also, just gonna take all this junk and stuff. And I want to read this. Reminder, 14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. I wonder what's
Sissy pigs make excellent test subjects. Also surprisingly nutritious.
They look like they have a crap ton of tumors, Phineas. I can use that terminal. I can examine this. Raising core temp another 5 Cs over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight diffs from processes in cysty pigs, but not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assignment shows no sign of sudden traumatic mass cell wall collapse. Encouraging. We still need to mop up that pig. Need to get a view on the cranium to see what's going on. Oops, hand slipped, likely effects. Nothing important. May have numbness in left heel, who even needs it. Looking at sample. So this was our cryopod.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
I'm so glad, Phineas. I forgot the name of his cysty pig. Bubbles. He named his cysty pig Bubbles. That's a Raptidon. Okay. Now then, for the big reveal. Experimental notes. Experiments. Difficult to acquire. Yeah, so basically, what you find out by reading, okay. Hello, Phineas.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Yeah, you could have asked me before shoving me into that escape pod.
Oh, balderdash. You hadn't yet recovered your faculties of speech. What was I to do? Dear so-and-so, would you like to be shoved into an escape pod? Blink twice for yes? Still, I admit I may have been a touch hasty, even thoughtless. I do apologize if I rushed you.
You shot me into space, you lunatic. I'm lucky I survived at all.
Nonsense. There's no such thing as luck. Only well-calculated margins of error. You survived that fall in 85 out of 100 simulations.
Oh, 85. Yeah. Halcyon is a cesspit. I'm starting to regret ever coming here.
Yes, well, you're stuck here with the rest of us. Halcyon's our cesspit now, and we're all circling the drain together. We can wallow in our collective misery, or we can try to make Halcyon a better place.
Why would we want to do that?
I don't know about you, but I'd like to live in a colony that isn't marching toward oblivion.
Changing the
Of
topic.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, is there some reason why you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Okay.
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Yeah, don't you ever leave your lab?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. But, yeah, don't... Oh, ooh, yeah. We could test your theory.
Are you still annoyed at me for launching you into space? That was in the past. I've long since moved on.
I haven't.
To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Yeah, why are you so obsessed about the Hope's colonists?
Because we've lost our way. The board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you. People who haven't been corrupted by the board.
Oh, buddy.
Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
Offense. Yeah. Wow, Phineas, we need to work on your social skills.
I live in a glass box with my experiments. Do I look like I care about social graces? I'd rather work on perfecting my research.
Spoken like a true mad scientist.
10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Don't try to be funny, Phineas. It doesn't work.
Right. So much for banter, eh? I'd best get back to work. Oh, I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Okay. I can't remember which terminal it's on. But, anyway, oh, I will take that too. On one of the terminals, yes. So, okay. Oh wait, no, those are the escape pods. Those aren't the cryopod. This is a cryopod. This is the escape pod. This is the one that he used to jettison me. Have I searched this thing? Okay. Bilateral. Also, I'll be picking up all these posters. Hello, Bubbles. Aw, Bubbles is so cute. Bye, Phineas. You can't actually get in there yet. I just kind of wanted to like come in and say hi and show off Phineas's lab a little bit and some of his dialogue tree. Anyway, you later find out that you are not the first Hope colonist that Phineas did these experiments on. He has gone to the Hope multiple times and dragged multiple frozen people out, and you just happen to be his first success. So he has actually killed several of the Hope's colonists, doing this thing. I can't remember exactly how or when you figure that out, but, you can figure that out. I have acquired poster. Beautiful. Alright, let us get on to the main event and head over to Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Yay! Also, where do all those posters go? Do they go in here? I don't think so. I think that those are all things that I can pick up from my companions. Or for my companions, I should say. So, I know that Sam... Oh! Sam does have some stuff. That's nice. Aw, that's super sweet. Okay, cool. This is Parvati's room. I'm trying to see if there's anything new in here. It does not look like it. Okay. This is Felix's room, because it's got the toss ball. There's nothing new. Oh, wait, no. That's just Purple Berry Punch. Okay. This is Max's room, obviously, because there's Max. Oh, he got the pocket watch. Okay.
Captain.
This is Ellie's room. Yeah, so the the posters go in Nyoka's room. We haven't actually met Nyoka yet, but...
Sanitizing within established radius.
Okay. So... we have actually got a companion quest to do here, which means we are taking Max. Welcome. Hello, Max. Hi, Parvati. Welcome to Stellar Bay, friends. Here we are. We've made it to Monarch. Hopefully we don't die. Oh, that's a lot of ammo. Take me down, sir. Take me down. Alright. And then I'm just gonna talk to this
hold
guy.
on there. I gotta sign you in.
Hello.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not here for chit chat.
Wait, don't go just yet. I've been practicing for this. Here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Me? I'm Alex Hawthorne.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublet. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Yeah, you're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Are you saying the board has been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I'm going to have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Ugh. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure, I guess.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okay. So this town needs to be, wiped off the map, obviously, because the board lying? Ha! That would never happen. So the people here are obviously wrong. Of course, that's not actually true. The board is actually lying. Fun fact, Mr. Sanjar, who we are going to go meet in a minute, is, one of my favorite characters. Which one was it? And let's just do this one. Just because it's easier. It's the first one, so why not? He is actually one of my favorite, oh, I'm so used to just being able to click on things and say, I don't want this in my inventory anymore. He's actually one of my favorite characters in the entirety of the game. I really like him. Also, their armor. Look at that, man. That's not as cool.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
So okay, that's where Sanjar is. I don't want to necessarily go talk to him yet. That's the bar where Nyoka is, and I don't necessarily want to go talk to her yet either. I kind of want to look around town a little bit. But so
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
oh hey, hang on. There's a workbench in here, right? Because I got a new gun. That's Velma. Did I? Yes! Okay, cool, I did do that. Then you belong in there now, and I'll put you in that slot just for now. But now I have a silenced sniper rifle. No, it's this one. There we go. I was like, what button is it? I forgot. So Sanjar runs, the MSI Corporation, and the board really doesn't like, the board really doesn't like MSI, because MSI does this thing, called being fair to its workers. And Sanjar has figured out that if you pay your workers well and you give them, you know, good wages and a nice amount of money, and, you know, you don't make them work overtime and you give them sick days and all of that fun jazz, they actually work better for you, rather than constantly being ill and not being able to, like, do their job. And they actually have money to do things like live and stuff, which is, like, great. But the board doesn't like this, obviously. And so we, as the amazing people that we are, obviously, ow, do not like this either. How about I'm lost, guys. And so we, as, you know, Jamie Bonds, obviously do not like this person either, because, like, good wages, sick days, ew, that's so gross. when in actuality, like, Sanjar is actually doing the right thing. What's in here? Ooh. I'm just having a look around. Don't mind me stealing all this ammunition. It's fine. But yes, so Sanjar is actually one of my favorite characters. And I love him because the game was like, oh yeah, no, this is a really terrible, like, corporate blah 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 blah, and we're gonna do all the terrible things that is actually still kind of poignant today. People being overworked and not getting paid for the work that they're doing, and all sorts of other fun things. And then you've got, the one guy who just shows up and is like, but if we actually, like, are nice to our workers... What? What? What?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Are you alright, sir?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth.
Oh no.
If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Well, a murder, you say? Let's go check it out. Vending machines. Is it...
Oh! Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
Gonna steal all this guy's stuff really quick. Sorry. Is betting on somebody from left field colonist betting. Several ragged outfits. Okay. Oh, also, I should probably, like, look at his body. This is a prelude to one of the DLCs. Wait, hold on. Also, there is that Spectrum Red. Okay, I don't... Why does nobody... What? Everybody has only got Spectrum Red. I'm gonna use this terminal. Whoops. Go away. That's Purple Berry Punch, which I don't want.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
I think I know who the victim was.
Hey, I saw that.
Shit.
What do you think you're doing?
Intimidating you.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Ooh, something that I don't use.
Got it? Inside voices.
Whoops. I do that all the time when I'm playing Fallout 4, because they do that same sort of thing, right? Where you're like highlighting whatever bin you wanna, or whatever container you wanna be looking at. Ooh, what's this? I'll have done something and I'll press like tab, right, thinking that that's how I'm gonna get into it or whatever, because for some reason that's just what my brain says that I need to do that day. And then yeah. Hello.
Well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's.
I am not.
What can I get you?
Yeah, she's
All
a
sales
traitor.
are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
I'm not gonna threaten you. Okay, what do you have to sell? Anything that I would like? Weapons, armor? No? Well, unless... Yeah, no. Ooh, I could get a baseball cap. Oh, I could get another baseball cap. I don't want baseball caps. Alright. I don't actually need any of that. But it is nice to know that there's a workbench here. Oh, whoops. I don't need to get my gun out. Oh god, this lady. Hello?
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Your child is missing? Where'd you last see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
I will help you find your son, yes.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Alright, so we will get to her story a little bit later on, but for those of you who have potentially played this game before...
Wrap Musk and Canadize, right here.
I'll talk to you later, sir. But for those of you who have potentially played this game before, you understand why she's kind of funny. Alright, let us go and speak to the man himself. Sanjar...
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Do I? Sure?
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Neither. Yeah, I'm clearing my own path, and I'm looking for the information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I'm going to stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, poor Vaughn.
Don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Yeah, what exactly are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
What?
On our terms, mind you.
Huh?
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
Why?
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
What's the plan?
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
How long did it take you to figure out you need to defend your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
I already have a powerful ally on the board. I am the powerful Okay, anyway. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Oh, I don't have high enough intelligence. To do that, okay. Well, where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Good enough. I know when to settle. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Bye. Also, I need to talk to you.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Yeah, Grim wanted me to check about that tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier, I overheard you say you were having money trouble?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on a raptidon acid.
Well, that was stupid.
I didn't have any choice. That's all Sebastian had in stock the other day.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
A squish?
He's sort of the strong, silent type.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Maybe I could talk to him for you.
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nambi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Sure, bye. Okay. So, Sandra's amazing. Just FYI. I love him dearly. He is awesome. Is there's gotta be a way out, right? Hello. Hello, executives. Okay. So, before we go talk to Sebastian, he has a really interesting... That's the arms storage, which I don't want. Where's the bar? No, it's not the bar. What happened to the... What happened to the bar? There was a bar, I swear there was. Is this the bar? Yeah, this is the bar. He has some interesting dialogue if you get Nyoka on side, before you go talk to him. So we're gonna go talk to Nyoka. But first, I must loot. Ooh, what's this? Several phrases have been marked off. Nyoka Bartok bingo sheet. Right between the eyes, there were 3, no 4 of them. That rack was this big. Took it down one shot. Buy me a drink. Ooh. Ooh, it's a different bathroom. Take this. Nobody saw that. I'm super stealthy. And there she is. The lady of the hour.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Keep listening.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm... Jamie Bonds. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Yeah. Sure. Another round, bartender.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
I heard that you can help me. Yeah, actually, just seeing what it's like for myself. People talk it up like it's a shithole.
It is a shithole. It's a free shithole, though. Plenty of ways to blaze your own trail. Folks seem to like that.
It is an admirable endeavor if misguided, and nearly impossible to achieve.
I ain't saying it's easy, but look around you. If it's impossible, it seems nobody's gone and told the people living here. Besides, the booze is good. Something about that fish oil. Cheers.
Cheers. Listen, I was told you could help me find the information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
And, yeah, what do you need? How do I do that?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so there's the dispensary. Let's head to the dispensary, friends. And I got a crap ton of XP for that. Also, I need to talk to
Smells
Velma.
like wrapped in here.
But I'll talk to Velma later.
Work.
Hello.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I have been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
Yeah, let's lie. Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's just awful!
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Auntie. You'll have to pry that secret from my sweet little teeth.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Uh-huh. Why don't you show me a thing or two?
Much as I'd love to, my rheumatism is especially fierce at the moment, and I'm all out of my medicine. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for?
I lied! I said it was for me! Okay, I'm gonna say it's private.
Now, there's no keeping secrets from Auntie Abigail. I'll tease it out of you one way or another.
Oh, shit.
Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to.
Frick. Yeah, let's do this.
Well, I suppose I could use the money to supply our little clinic for the rest of the town. Very well. I'll make an exception for you this one time. But let's keep this between us, dearie.
Okay, so the other option that you have is, if you tell her that they're for yoga, she gets really mad at you and is like, no! But the other option that you have is she tells you that she's locked the storeroom. And you can get some patient records, data storage, oh, and I can create a new, never mind, I couldn't create a new account. And if you come in here, oh no. I thought the key might have been in here. She leaves a spare key around. That you can steal. Or, of course, you could just pick the lock. So, I mean, Yeah. Oh, and I should also probably level up. Let us... Let's get... lockpick up. And let's get... ranged up. Yeah, I like that. Okay, then we have to go back to Nyoka, who's in the bar, which is this way. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, obviously you can do that several different ways. I really didn't want to tell her that it was for Nyoka because she gets really pissy if you tell her that it's for Nyoka. Hi!
You're back. Good news? Bad news?
I've got your
All of
drugs!
the above?
I've got your drugs. Here, take them.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Yeah, Parvati, you can wait on the ship.
As long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the unreliable crew.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a raft encampment. Hand still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
Okay, so Nyoka and Max actually have some really interesting conversation. Now, the reason why I took Max with me rather than Parvati is because if we go to... Oh, I can also level up Nyoka. Hi, Nyoka. You get more health. And then you get more armor. And... Ooh, you give me a 10 to lie. That's not terrible. But... Ooh, yes. Let's do that. Okay. So the reason I did that, I want to go to my journal, is this. Right now we have a companion quest for Max, and we need to go talk to, someone in Fallbrook in order to do the thing that Max needs. So, yes. I just want to explore because you can find all sorts of fun things if you just, like, hang out long enough. But also I need to talk to Velma.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, alright? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
What was this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick. Runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
I can talk to him for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
Sure.
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Alrighty. Tell me about your missing coworker.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back eventually. No. So find him and drag him out by his ears.
I would if I weren't busy here picking up his slack. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Yeah, I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
So it's about money.
Damn right it is.
Yeah, surely we could work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Yeah, work with me. I'm helping you find Braxton, aren't I?
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster.
Cool.
Fine by me.
Yeah, you said Braxton's been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Awfully nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free.
Alright. Okay, so, friends. We did it! We made it all the way to freaking Monarch. We need to get Miyoko some armor, don't we? So we made it to Monarch. Great. Woohoo, awesome. Fantastic. And thus far, we have... Oh, hey.
You're an artist, Captain.
And thus far, we have a lot of stuff to do. So we've got the main quest, right? We've got all of these side quests. We've got a couple of faction quests. We've got a task and a companion quest, which we are only going to get more of, by the way. I don't need you. You can go away. I also don't need you. I don't need... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to get rid of some of my weight here. That's the silenced one? Yeah, okay. Also, you are gonna need better armor. What do I have? No, I don't want to give you that. Or that. Also, that's 25. Okay. What can I do on her? Yes, I can hack it. Braxton's... Let's go see if we can't get Nyoka some nice armor. Yes. Vending machine. 19, 9. I'll buy that, sure. And I'll also buy that, even though... whoops. This way, then this way, then into here. Tinker, armor. Okay, modify also, let's, increases body armor and helmet armor, silver tongue, hunter, tech kit, thug kit, self-patching. Okay. Cool. Let us give this to Nyoka so that she's got some better armor on herself. Because I want my guys to look nice and pretty and awesomeness.
I hear
So
those rich
there is
people
a
in
lot to
Byzantium
do on
pay a
Monarch.
handsome
I
bit
know
for
that I've
Rat
talked about this
Musk.
a little bit, but
Bet they also
Monarch,
pay to make it stink
like,
less.
really honestly,
Supposedly,
Monarch
it,
probably has the
makes you more
most stuff that you have
attractive
to do in
for,
terms of
you know.
side quests, faction
Trust me,
quests, main
no one's
quests,
going near you like
companion
this.
quests, and other things that you can just kind of go do. So, next week on Sunday, I promise that it will come out on Sunday, we are going to explore a little further into Monarch. We're gonna take Nyoka out for a spin, along with Vicar Max, because so Fallbrook. No, that's Radio Free Monarch. Where are we? Where? This is Fallbrook. Yeah, this is Fallbrook. That's the Sisty Pig thing, and this is Cascadia. Yes, I think that is how that works. Okay, so we do have a few things that we can deal with. We have a couple things that we can do inside Monarch, like we can give Grim his poster. We can talk to the person about the guy who was killed, and we can also talk to Caleb Herrick at the yacht club. But the majority of the rest of these things, the rest of these things we have to do. And we can also talk to Sebastian. But everything else we have to go outside of the walls for. So next time we will start by doing all the things we can do inside of Stellar Bay itself, and then we will move outside and we will start to explore. Monarch a little bit more in full. We will take Nyoka out for a test drive. We're going to be seeing a lot of Nyoka, just because she's a good companion to have on Monarch. She knows Monarch really well, because, she's a guide, and also her companion quest. And we get to test out our new gun. We got a new sniper rifle, our ultra sniper rifle. So yeah, we get to test this bad boy out. I'm very excited for it. Yes. So first off, I would like to thank you all for watching this video, and again, apologize for not having it out on time. It completely slipped my mind. I was working on other stuff. School has been kind of hectic. We're getting into finals for that, so it's been a little difficult. And I completely forgot that it was Sunday. So thank you so much for your patience, and also just thank you for coming and doing this even after all the mistakes. If, you see something that you like, or you want me to go explore something a little bit more in depth, please let me know in the comment section down below. I love to get any and all feedback from you guys. It makes me very happy. I desperately want to know that I am doing a good job, or at least a halfway decent job. So yes, if you are uncomfortable with leaving a comment, please consider leaving a like. I consider those to be comments in and of themselves. They're great fun, and it makes everybody's day a little bit brighter. So yes, there is also that. If, you see something that you really like and you want to see more of it, consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos 3 days a week. Typically, this episode would have been on Sunday, yesterday, and it wasn't, because I forgot. So, if there, was something, typically this would be out on Sunday. So next Sunday, there's going to be a new episode of this. On Mondays and Fridays, we are coming up towards the end of our Dawn Guard Vampire Edition Challenge Level 1 thing that's going on. We've only got maybe a couple more episodes of that before we finish that off. So if that's something you've been watching, look forward to that. Also on my channel, you can find a completed Let's Play of Dishonored that we did with the High Chaos ending. We killed anyone and everyone we possibly could. It was great fun. I had a blast doing that. For any of those who want to see that as well.
You a true believer, or do you just like the tithes?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I met another believer once. Pushy type. He thought he'd been left behind for a reason. Thought he'd find some kind of cosmic truth in the wilderness. Got himself infected by a mantis and drowned in a sulfur pool. Some truth.
Can't get more brutally true than survival of the fittest. But don't mistake us all for blind fools. Intellect plays a large part in who stays among the living.
Glad to hear it.
Also on my channel, you can find the completed Dawnguard or Dragonborn challenge that we did, also as a level 1 character. That was a great time. For those of you who have watched that or seen or heard anything about that, that was also a lot of fun. You can find all these things on my channel. I hope that you take the time to look if you really want to. Please and thank you. Also, if you see something that you think a friend might enjoy, please consider recommending them to my channel. I am welcome. I try to welcome each and every person that I can into the fold. So, yes. This has been delayed but not forgotten. Our Outer Worlds Let's Play, the board-friendly edition. I have been C. Jackson, and we will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now!